Okay, welcome back everybody. This week is section 6, the vertical stabilizer. I have my dad helping me with the vertical stabilizer. It's the first section in the plans to work on, and I think they do that because it's the easiest part of the plane to put together. There's only 5 pieces, 5 internal pieces, and then the skin, so it's pretty easy. We spent a lot of time deburring and taking care of the holes in the skin. That's kind of common practice. And you will notice that when we get to the spar and the ribs that they're already primered. I figured you guys didn't really want to sit and watch me paint parts, so they're already primered. I did decide that I would primer the internal parts to all of the control surfaces. So I'm not going to do everything, but I am going to do some things. I don't know if that's the right decision or not. We'll find out at some point in the future, I'm sure. But I live in Arizona and it's nice and dry here, so I don't foresee a lot of problems with that. Matter of fact, I think even priming might be overkill for the climate we have here in Arizona. That is my dad and my mom there helping. Well, my dad helping and my mom supervising, because she does that pretty well. The plans are pretty easy for the vertical stabilizer. Like I said, there's only 5 parts there. So there's the spar and then the rib that goes on the top, 2 ribs on the bottom, and then 1 in the middle. And all you have to do is rivet those ribs to the spar. And they only fit one way, so it's pretty easy. I did decide to move my camera. I'm building the rudder right now, and I'm moving the camera over to those cabinets that you see on the left, so you'll get a little bit better picture and people won't be standing in the way. But live and learn, and again, I'm not a videographer and I'm not really a plane builder. I'm a computer programmer, so don't take anything I say and actually use it, because it is not a qualified response. So here we go. It's the first time we're really using the squeezer for the airplane. I've had some test pieces that I worked on and messed with, and that squeezer has the yoke on it. You can set it. It's an adjustable yoke. So that's me messing with the adjustable yoke to get it to squeeze the rivet to the correct size. And I have the little measuring tool that they provide in the kit for deciding whether or not your rivet is the correct squeezed, I don't know what the right word is there, to the correct depth. And so that's me setting the yoke, the adjustable yoke there. And believe it or not, the first time you can see that we did that multiple times. I mean, we were kind of trying to figure it out. But I'm to the rudder now, and that adjustable yoke is pretty nice, and it's pretty easy to tell where it needs to be set. So after you mess with it for a little while, you do a few rivets, you mess up a few and have to drill them out, you get a pretty good handle on it, and you get pretty good with it pretty quick. So I highly recommend that adjustable yoke. As you can see, Grandma, she was going shopping, so she left us. She said that we were doing good and that we didn't need her instruction and management, so she left to go shopping. So here we are putting the spar and the ribs inside the skin, and we're going to cleco that skin on there to make sure it fits. And you do that multiple times. You fit things, you make them, make sure they work right. You final drill some stuff, you take it apart, put it back together, cleco it together, make sure it fits. And if you follow the instructions, all of the pieces fit really well together. Whoever engineered, I don't know who the engineer is at Vans, but they are geniuses. This stuff fits together exactly like it's supposed to. Some of the deburring stuff, you're like, oh man, that's pretty tight. But if you actually follow the deburring instruction in for the ribs, the deburring instructions for the ribs on the corners and stuff, it's tight. Well, I wouldn't even say it's tight. It's snug, and it's exactly how it's supposed to be. So that's really nice. It's modern marvel of engineering, if you ask me. That's us with the one side all clecoed up, and then we're reading the instructions to make sure we understand how we're supposed to do it, because you're supposed to do it in a specific order. If you do it out of order, you'll end up not being able to rivet some pieces together. So we're trying to follow the instructions, make sure we know what end is up. And I have an image that'll show up here shortly. And Vans puts those in the diagrams so that you know kind of which way things are facing. Because in the drawings, they'll switch the way you're looking at the drawing. Like, it won't be facing right, it'll be facing left. See that little image there? It tells you what way that particular drawing is in relation to the airplane. So pay close attention to that if you do that, because I did see some things like where they turned it from the left side to the right side, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, that's backwards. Well, when you actually look at the legend, no, it's not. It was actually correct the entire time. So that's us getting ready. We're riveting that first rivet. There's 2 rivets on that skin on that side that are different size rivets. So we were doing the one right in the middle first, and it's a different size rivet. And then we were checking it, making sure it was a good one. This is volume 1, or the first vertical stabilizer video. I think I'm going to have 2 more after this where we do the other side and then we actually put the back end on it. Thanks for watching.